best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke when they open up that gate. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight. Where the Bayou City streets meet these country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome in to Scott Carpenter Park. Justin Hergert alongside for today's matchup. It is the Boulder Collegians and your Dodge City A's as they complete the Colorado road trip, game 4 of the trip today. After the A's, they dropped the game yesterday, 8-4 against these Collegians. We'll see what they can do today. Let's take a look at our starting lineup. Leading off, it is the second baseman, number 3, Landon Langley, batting second. The designated hitter, number 18, Glenn Green III. Batting third, number 25, the third baseman, Nico Brown. Batting fourth, shortstop, Arturo Blakenze. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Jaden Marino. Batting sixth, number 2, the center fielder, Kennedy Drexler. Batting seventh, wearing number 13, the left fielder, Paxton Huff. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 1, Trace Copper. And rounding out the lineup, it is your catcher, number 34, Aiden Morehouse. So that's a look at our starting lineup as we get ready to go.
Batting for
A 1-1 count to Langley as we're underway here in Boulder just after 6 o'clock Mountain Time. That pitch misses low and outside. A little bit of a different lineup today for the Collegians as they're using the pitcher DH option. So it is Parker Noah getting the start on the mound today for the Collegians. We'll show you the lineups for them in the middle of the inning, as Langley fouls that one off, and it will even the count at 2.
Hey, if you guys want to figure out music, she can do the score. Don't worry about music, but she's here to do the score. Yeah. She can show you how to do it.
The 2-2 pitch. Langley, it'll make contact. A soft roller up the middle. The throw to first is wild. And that will put Langley on at second after the ball goes out of play. So the A's an early leadoff and an error.
batting second for the Dodge City A's, number 18, the designated hitter, Glenn Green III.
So that'll bring up Glenn Green. A's have a runner aboard With nobody out, they get their lead off a board, and Glenn Green steps in. Green makes contact. It's through on the right side, cut off by the second baseman, but not able to do anything. And here comes Langley, and the A's, they have an early 1-0 lead. An RBI single for Green, and the A's take a 1-0 lead.
Batting third for the Dodge City A's, number 25, the third baseman, Nico Brown.
So that brings up Nico Brown for your A's. First pitch into Brown called strike. Yeah, one pitch. No, will miss low and outside, and that evens the count at 1. Pitch misses outside. So Langley to lead off. He's batting .421 on the season. Glenn Green batting .333, and we have Nico Brown at the plate right now. He's batting .286. A 3-1 count. And the pitch, a backdoor bender that catches the zone, and the count runs full. Throw over to first, not in time. Top of the first, the A's, they already have a 1-0 lead, and Nico Brown will go down swinging for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Arturo Blakenze. Arturo played in last night's game. He's batting .125 on the season. Struggled in the first game of the season against the Bat Cats, but has done better since. Pitch is in for a strike. The 1-0 from Noah. It's sent up the middle. A base hit, and the A's have runners now on first and second. So that'll bring up Jaden Marino. Marino has had limited action so far this season.
Number 12, the first
He's had 5 at-bats so far, but no batting average yet on the season. Pitch makes contact, a fly ball down the right field line, but it will fall foul. We talked about it last night. We'll talk about it here as well. Dimensions here at Scott Carpenter Park, 320 into right field, 331 in the right power alley, 387 into dead red center. That pitch is in for a strike. 353 in the left power alley and 334 down the left line. From my vantage point, it's really hard to see down left because even third base is cut off from where I'm sitting right now. So we'll go back to work. The 0-2 pitch called strike 3, and Marino will go down looking. 2 away for the A's now, and that brings in Kennedy Drexler.
Sixth for the Dodge City A's.
Drexler, he's batting .167 on the season.
Kennedy Drexler.
So he digs in. The A's, they have sent now 6 to the plate in the inning. They lead at 1-0. and what I believe is actually going to end up being a 7-inning game. Pitch misses high. Noah delivers in, tries to catch the back door and misses. Drexler ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes now. And the A's would sure like to get a little more insurance right now. Pitch, called strike. That pitch is in. It will hit Drexler. So the A's, they've got the bases loaded. And now is an even better time to try to get some more runs in. That'll bring up Paxton Huff.
The left fielder, Paxton Huff.
Huff batting .286 on the season. Noah fires in and misses just a bit outside. So the A's trying to come out of this on a victory and come out of the Colorado trip 2-2. Pitch misses again, and Huff ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Noah waving one off. He's got what he wants now and will come set. Fires in and gets the strike call. So the A's, they will return home tomorrow and will return back to Cavalier Field. We'll take on the Liberal BJs on Monday in a non-league contest, and the front door bender catches the zone and evens a count at 2. It's deuces wild across the top of the scoreboard. I know that the BJs took down the Game Day Angels last night. They won their season opener. Pitch misses inside, and the count runs full. The A's and BJs, they'll be back, or not A's and BJs. The BJs and Game Day Angels are in action again tonight in league play again. That pitch, the payoff misses high, and that'll walk a run in. The A's lead at 2-0. Brings up the right fielder, Trace Copper. Bases loaded with 2 away for Copper. Copper, with no batting average yet this season, has been at the plate 4 times. Pitch misses low. Copper's ahead 1-0. Now the Lumberjacks, they won 2 against Pueblo Spradley Collegians yesterday, winning 12-2 and 10-0. Of course, the BJs, they beat the Angels 8-5. Your A's, they dropped yesterday's game against these Collegians 8-4. Pitch was in for a strike and makes it 2-1, the count against Copper. One's in, catches the back door of the zone, and evens a count at 2. A's lead at 2-0. That pitch is in, and called strike 3. And Noah will strike out the side. We are headed up into the bottom of the first. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. So 1 on, nobody out. Pitch goes to second, throw to first in time, and well, the leadoff hit is negated as they're now 2 away.
Collegians, number 17, the pitcher and designated hitter, Parker Noah.
So the double play negated the leadoff hit. Two-one count to Parker Noah. Noah, the pitcher DH in this ball game. 3-hole hitter today for the Collegians. Of course, it's Austin Lorenz. He got the start on the mound tonight for your Dodge City A's, and pitch is fired in. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Nobody on with 2 away for the Collegians. The pitch, called strike, catches the back door, and the count runs full. Austin coming in today has pitched 6 innings. He'll miss on that one, and the payoff pitch is a walk.
Number 18, the third baseman, Logan Carney.
So Lorenz, he's pitched 6 innings, allowed 3 runs, has an ERA of 1.5 currently. 1 strikeout, 6 hits, and 1 walk. At pitch, grounded, cut off at second base. The throw to second in time, and the fielder's choice gets the out. The A's get out of the inning, and we're headed to the top of the second. They'll have 9, 1, and 2 due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.
And now, leading off to bat, the top of the second inning for the Dodge City A's, number 34.
Going into the top of the second, your A's, they have Aiden Morehouse, Landon Langley, and Glenn Green due up as they sent 8 to the plate in the top of the first. They scored 2 runs on 2 hits. So Parker Noah back on the mound for the Collegians. Actually, no, he's not. Yep, he is. So Aiden ahead in the count 1-0. Aiden's played in 1 game. He caught against the Game Day Angels. Of course, unfortunately, the A's dropped that game. He's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch in for a strike and makes it 2-1. Each team with an error early here in this ball game. The 2-1 pitch. Morehouse makes contact, sends it to the second baseman. They'll throw to first in time, and 1 away.
Next up to the plate for the Dodge City A's, number 3, the second baseman.
So that'll bring up Landon Langley as the A's turn the lineup over and start their second trip through the batting order. Langley, he got on an error his first time up. It was a throwing error that the ball went out of play and allowed him to advance to second. So he'll step in. Langley with 8 hits already on the season. actually leads the team in that department. The backdoor bender misses a little high. It's 1-1 the count now. Noah sends it in, grounded to third. The throw to first, not in time. Langley able to beat it out. So the A's, they have a runner aboard, and that will bring up Glenn Green.
Glenn Green, the third.
Green, he holds 5 hits on the season for your Dodge City A's. So he'll step in with 1 on and 1 away. Green, he singled the last time he was up, and they throw to first, not in time to check on Langley. Pitch misses outside. I know I heard the coaches for the Collegians talking before the game, and they were hoping to get 3 or so innings out of Noah in this start. Throw over to first again, not in time. Count remains 1-1. Pitch, a ball, throw down to first, not in time. Noah misses inside and low. That makes it 3-1. The pitch misses low again, and that'll put runners on at first and second.
Up next for the Dodge City A's, number 25.
That'll bring up Nico Brown.
Nico Brown.
Brown, he went down swinging his first time up. Brown, he's got 4 hits on the season so far. 2 on and 1 away as he steps in here in the top of the second. It's a 2-0 lead for your Dodge City A's. The pitch swung on and missed. Brown down 0-1. Noah delivers. It's fouled and will go back and out of play. I'm not even sure how far that ball went. Quite a ways, that's for sure. Down in the count, 0-2. Look back at second. Brown makes contact, sends it to the right side. They'll field it, throw to first in time. The throw home, not there. Did not get the tag applied, does the catcher Adams. So the A's, they lead at 3-1, or 3-0, sorry. Well, the catcher Adams had to go get a different glove. I don't know if he might have popped a string. Maybe? I don't know. Either way, he goes to the dugout to get a new glove, and we'll go back to work. 1 on, 2 away for your A's. They lead at 3-0. That brings up Arturo Blakenze. He singled his last time up. Takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Blakenze with 1 hit on the season so far. Game 5 of the season overall for your Dodge City A's being played here tonight. Pitch misses high. Arturo's ahead in the count 2-0. Noah misses outside and is 1 pitch away from putting runners on the corners. Pitch in, called strike, catches the back door. It's 3-1 to Blakenze. Noah delivers. Oh, called strike. Generous zone. So the payoff pitch. Kenzie makes contact, pops it up on the infield, fielded. They'll throw home and caught in a rundown. And they'll make the tag for the out. That will end the inning. The A's a strand 1, and we're headed to the bottom of the second. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. So the Collegians, they have 5, 6, and 7 due up here in the inning. Your A's, they lead at 3-0. Skylar Daniels set to lead off. Lorenz back on the mound for your Dodge City A's. Gets Daniel to swing and miss and has him down in the count 0-1. Daniel swings and comes up empty again and quickly down 0-2. Delivery. Lorenz will miss outside and makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch down low. So after falling behind 0-2, Daniel evens a count now at 2 apiece. See the 2-2 pitch from the lefty from LSU Alexandria. Misses outside on that one, and the count runs full. The payoff pitch coming Swung on and missed, and Daniel will go down on strikes, the first out of the inning.
Number 24, the first
So that'll bring up Riley Hall. First pitch to Hall. Grounded on the right side, fielded by Langley. The throw to first in time, and now 2 away.
Up next for your
Like that,
Collegians,
one pitch,
number
one out.
23, the second baseman, Colton Beidelman.
So that'll bring up Colton Beidelman for the Collegians. Beidelman, the second baseman, hitting in the 7 hole. Nobody on, 2 away. The pitch. This is a little bit low from Lorenz, and so the A's will see these Collegians again next week. I'll play 2 games at Dodge City, and that will complete the series. Pitch is fouled off. It evens a count at 1. So the Rocky Mountain League, which is made up of Boulder, the Colorado Lumberjacks, the Game Day Angels, and Fort Collins Foxes, and then of course Hayes and Liberal and your Dodge City A's. 4 games will make the league schedule, and then of course your A's are playing a couple of non-league games between Hayes and Liberal as well. Pitch is grounded to the shortstop Blakenze. The throw to first. Oh, it misses, and error puts a runner on.
For the Collegians, number 22, the catcher, Kyler Adams.
So that'll bring up Kyler Adams. 1 on, 2 away for the Collegians. They go with a patriotic style uniform today that is like the flag. So pitch is in for a strike. Adams makes contact. That one's foul and out of play, goes into the parking lot and bangs off the back of somebody's car out there. So Adams, he's down in the count, 0-2. The pitch, fouled to the right again. Adams a little bit behind that one, and count remains 0-2. So the defensive alignment for your Dodge City A's, left to right in the outfield, it's Paxton Huff, Kennedy Drexler, and Trace Copper. The throw to first, not in time. Defensive alignment across the infield, third to first, Nico Brown, Arturo Blakenze, Landon Langley, and Jaden Marino. Of course, Austin Lorenz on the mound. Happy birthday to Mr. Austin, by the way. And Aiden Morehouse anchoring at home plate. That pitch fouled off again. It's headed to that same area of the parking lot. Ooh, just barely misses a car over there, and count remains 0-2. Pitch misses inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count to Adams. Sixth pitch of the at-bat coming. Misses low and inside. Does not get away from Morehouse to allow advancement, but it evens a count at 2, and it's deuces wild across the top of the scoreboard. Well, I don't know about the players, but I'm definitely looking forward to returning home. to the friendly confines of Cavalier Field. That pitch is fouled off. Jay says he is too. So we'll go back to work. 2-2 count. The pitch called, strike 3, and that'll end the inning as Lorenz catches him looking. We are headed to the top of the third. We'll have Marino, Drexler, and Huff due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Well, Jaden Moreno leads off for your Dodge City A's. There's a new pitcher on the mound, and we're not sure who it is. All we know is he's wearing number 11. Pitches through the right side, and the A's, they have their leadoff aboard here in the top of the third.
Up next to bat for Dodge City, number 2, the center fielder, Kennedy Drexler.
2-0 count to Drexler. The first pitch, it was a wild one, and it actually ended up between the padding and the netting at the backstop. So a 2-0 count now. Drexler, he holds one hit on the season. His pitch was fouled off. I'll go back to work. Moreno ended up over at second on the wild pitch. Drexler shows bunt, pulls it back, and is ahead in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch. Pulled back the bunt, and it's in for a strike. It runs the count full. So we'll see the payoff pitch here from the new pitcher. Pitch is grounded foul. That pitch will miss, and that'll put runners on first and second. So the BJs and Angels were rained out today. Game now scheduled for a 1:30 start tomorrow. So it looks like the BJs and Angels will play a doubleheader tomorrow. Paxton Huff, he shows bunt, lays it down to throw to first. Not in time. The throw pulled the first baseman off the bag, and the A's have the bases loaded. Bases loaded for Trace Copper, and he's got a 1-1 count. Copper, he went down looking his last time up. Pitch misses outside, and he's ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. So it's Moreno at third, Drexler at second, Huff at first after he laid down the bunt, and the throw pulled the first baseman off the bag. Error loaded the bases. The pitch was down low. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Bases loaded with nobody away here in the top of the third. A's leading it 3-0. Could have a big inning. The pitch swung on and missed. And that runs the count full. So we'll see a payoff pitch here. Righty on the mound. He works from the first base side of the rubber. The pitch is low and gets away. It'll walk a run in.
And up next at bat for Dodge City, number 34, the catcher. This is Aiden Morehouse.
So that brings up Aiden Morehouse at the bottom of the order for your Dodge City A's. Morehouse 0 for 1. He grounded out the last time he was up. Bases loaded, nobody out still. And the A's, they lead at 4-0. The pitch, high, gets away from the catcher, but won't allow advancement of the runners. Morehouse ahead 1-0. Well, we're going to have a quick mound visit. Jacques is the pitcher for the So the question comes up in the bottom of the third, will the Collegians continue with the pitcher DH, or will Noah turn into a straight DH now? We'll find that out, maybe. Pitch misses low and outside, and Morehouse is ahead 2-0. So now it's Drexler at third, Huff at second, Copper at first. Still nobody out, bases loaded for your Dodge City A's. The pitch swung on and missed. Makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. So the BJs and Angels, they were rained out tonight. The Larks have had their games on Monday and Tuesday canceled due to team not being able to play. The Foxes are scheduled to play the Lumberjacks tomorrow. Pitch, this is low. So, your A's and the Collegians, the only game in the league today. The payoff pitch coming from Jacques. Misses outside and walks in another run. The A's now lead at 5-0.
Next for Dodge City, this is number 3, the second baseman.
So we'll turn the lineup over, and we're back at the top of the lineup with Landon Langley. It's 1 for 2. He got on a single his last time up. Langley, he's scored 4 runs on the season, and that might also be a team-leading statistic. Yep, he is tied with Glenn Green for 4 runs at the top of the leaderboard. Pitch in for a strike, and has Langley down 0-1. Two runs in the inning, and Langley makes contact, sends that one out to right field. It'll be pulled down by the right fielder, but it will allow runners to tag up. Another run scores in a sacrifice fly for Landon Langley. The A's lead at 6-0.
Up next to bat for Dodge City, this is number 18, the designated hitter, Glenn Green III.
Runners on the corners with 1 away for Glenn Green, who, as I said, is atop the leaderboard in runs with 4. Of course, all these statistics coming into tonight's game, and he'll see a pitch miss outside for ball 1. Glenn walked on the last time he was up. A's leading 6-0 here in the top of the third, sorry. Pitch high again, and Green ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. So the A's, they've scored in every inning so far, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, so far 3 here in the top of the third. Green makes contact. It's off the end of the bat. Headed out into left field. Fielded by the center fielder. The throw home. This one might be close, but it scores a run. The throw to second. Oh, they throw it away. It goes out into center field, and that could score a run. Here it is. Morehouse coming home, and he'll score. The A's lead it 8-0. So another error for the Boulder Collegians that scores a run, and that brings up that pitch out into right field, but snared out of there, and that will end the inning. We are headed to the bottom of the third. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.
The bottom of the third inning for your Boulder Collegians. This is number 16.
leading off, it is 9-1-2 due up in the inning. Jack Field due up here, the left fielder for the Boulder Collegians, as they're completing their first trip through the batting order. So Field digs in. He'll face off against Langley, who delivers outside for ball number 1. Of course, Lorenz, he's back on the mound for his third inning of work. Pitch. Grounded to the third baseman, Brown. The throw to first in time.
Next up to bat for your Collegians, this is number 15, the center fielder, Britton Fox.
Well, that'll turn the lineup over back to the top of the order to Britton Fox. Fox, he got on an error his first time up. Pitch, a high fly ball. It's out towards right center field. Pulled down by Drexler in the second out of the inning.
Up next to bat for the Collegians, this is number 17.
So that'll bring up
the
Caden
pitcher,
Cooper.
Designated hitter, Parker Noah.
So Cooper steps up. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out the first time he was at the plate. 2 away for the Collegians. At pitch, up the middle, fielded and throw to first, not in time.
This is the number 17, the pitcher, designated hitter, Parker Noah.
So the first hit of the ball game for the Collegians, and that brings up Parker Noah. So Noah will remain in the DH spot. One on, 2 away for the Collegians, and Cooper, he'll get a lead off of first. Noah walked on his last time up. He blasts a fly ball out into left field. But there to pull it down is Paxton Huff, and that will end the inning. We're headed to the top of the fourth. Blakenze, Marino, and Drexler due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Well, the Collegians go to the bullpen and bring up Isaiah Padilla as Arturo Blakenze is leading off here in the top of the fourth. Your A's, they lead at 8-0. Blakenze takes a pitch low for ball number 1. It's 1 for 2 in the ball game, hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. The A's are working their third trip through the batting order as Padilla, he'll miss outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes account to Arturo. Arturo with 2 runs in the ball game. He's ahead in the count, 3 balls and no strikes. He'll take the 4-pitch walk. The A's, they have their leadoff aboard, and good things have happened when the A's, they get their leadoff on. So that'll bring up Jaden Marino. Marino's 1 for 2, hit into a single his last time up. The pitch. Padilla misses low, and it's ball one. So 5 straight out of the zone to lead off the inning. Padilla, the righty, working from the third base side of the rubber. Moreno makes contact with that one and fouls it to the first base dugout and evens a count at 1. So 8 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for the A's. No runs on it, 1 hit, and 3 errors for the Collegians so far in the ball game. One delivery from Padilla. The fastball misses outside and makes it 2-1. Pitch. Moreno makes contact. A high fly ball headed towards center field at the wall. It will one hop to the wall, and that will score Blakenze. Well, I say that. The throw home, it's not in time. So an RBI double for Moreno.
Up next now for Dodge City. This is
I was just speaking it into
number 2,
fruition.
the center fielder, Kennedy Drexler.
So that'll bring up Kennedy Drexler, 1 on and 1 run in, nobody out. Drexler walked on his last time up. He's been hit by pitch and walked. So no official at bat yet in the ball game as he'll take strike 1 on the outer edge. Pitch. Drexler sends that one out into right field. It's playable. Pulled down by the right fielder. Moreno will tag up and go to third for the first. Oh, they say he left early.
Up next now for Dodge City, number 13, the left fielder.
So now 2 away for the Dodge City A's. That brings in Paxton Huff. He takes a first pitch strike. Huff 0 for 1, got on an error his last time up. The pitch down low in the dirt, evens a count at 1. Huff, he's scored 1 run so far this season. He'll make contact, send that one to left field. Shading the sun, taking a few steps in, and pulling it down is Fiel, and that will end the inning. We are headed to the bottom of the 4th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Let's take this opportunity and thank our Grand Slam sponsors, the Community Foundation of Southwest Kansas, the City of Dodge City, Lewis Automotive, Koch Fertilizer, Curbs Law Office LLC, and Brian and Melissa Huff. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. Well, the Collegians are making a change, sending in a pinch hitter. It is Alex Martin taking over, and he'll collect a hit as the first pitch is sent out into right field.
Up next to bat,
So that'll bring up
number 3,
Skylar Daniel.
Shortstop Skylar
Daniel, he went down swinging his last time up. So we'll see in the next half inning what the Collegians do defensively. Pitch swung on and missed. So Lorenz is back out for his 4th inning of work for the Dodge City A's. Has thrown 36 pitches so far, make it 37, as that one's in for a strike and quickly has Daniel down 0-2. A's leading this one 9-0 through 3.5 complete. The pitch, throw to first, not in time. The pitch there misses outside. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes account to Daniel. So the A's able to return home. They have a non-league game on Monday as the pitch is in, catches the outer corner, and gets the strike call. Daniel goes down looking.
Batting next for your Boulder,
and that will bring up Riley Hall. Hall is 0 for 1. He grounded out. So the A's, they will also start their youth camps next week. Those will be held at Legends Field. So 2 camps a day at Legends, Monday through Friday next week. Pitch from Lorenz is in for ball 1. So the A's, they play the BJs on Monday in a non-league action. And they take on the Lumberjacks on Thursday and Friday. Wednesday, Thursday. Hall makes contact. Throw to second for 1. The throw to first in time. The A's, they turn the double play. And that will end the inning. We're headed to the top of the 5th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Well, let's take this opportunity and we'll thank some more of our sponsors, our home run sponsors of Victory Electric Cooperative Association, Jimmy John's, Spearville 3 EDF, Val Hinton, Rabine Brothers, Cargill, Kirby Meat Company, Building Solutions LLC, National Beef Packing Company LLC, Tommy's Express Car Wash, and Dodge City Family YMCA. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. Trace Copper, he leads off for your Dodge City A's. They have Copper, Morehouse, and Langley due up in the inning. Takes a first pitch ball from Padilla, and that one catches the outer edge of the zone and evens the count at 1. No runs on the season yet for Trace coming into tonight. 1-1 delivery. This is low and outside, makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Tracy walked on his last time up. He went down looking, got caught looking actually in his first at bat of the ball game. So the A's are trying to complete their, or will complete their third trip through the batting order this inning. This pitch misses high, and it's 3-1. A's, they lead at 9-0 here in the top of the 5th. Pitch grounded to the third baseman. The throw to first is wild. I think he's going to have it beat no matter what.
Stepping up next to the plate for Dodge City, number 34, the catcher.
We'll give it a hit.
Morehouse.
Morehouse takes the first pitch. He sees it's through the middle, and that'll put runners on at first and second.
And now Dodge City gets back to the top of their lineup with number 3 at the second baseman, Landon Langley.
So that'll turn the lineup over for Landon Langley. Langley 1 for 2, hit into a sac fly the last time he was up. The A's are starting their 4th trip through the batting order. Langley fouls that one off. It's to the right and out of play. I think a tree probably saved a car over there in the neighboring apartment complex. So we'll go back to work. The 0-1 pitch misses and gets away from the catcher Adams, and that'll put runners on the corners. So a 1-1 count. The pitch misses outside, makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Three 3-1 the count now to Landon. Landon a .421 on base percentage. So he fouls that one off and the count runs full. Payoff pitch coming from Padilla. Langley makes contact with that one, fouls it off to the right and over into the neighboring apartment complex. So we'll go back to work. The 3-2 again is popped up. It's playable. Coming in is the right fielder. He'll pull it down, and that does not allow advancement of the runners. So runners on the corners with one away.
Next to the plate for Dodge City, this is number 18, the designated hitter, Glenn Green III.
That'll bring up Glenn Green III. Green, he holds a .333 on base percentage. First pitch, it's popped and goes foul and out of play. Green, that one's popped up. Is a foul ball, so it went straight down and popped up. That pitch fouled and out of play. One, two, the count to Green. The pitch, grounded, cut off by the shortstop. They'll throw to second for one. That scores a run.
Next to bat for Dodge City, this is number 25, the third baseman, Nico Brown.
One on, two away for the A's as head coach Jeremiah McCollum going to go over and check on Green. Might have stepped on the bag awkwardly as he ran past. But it brings up Nico Brown. He's 0 for 3 in the ball game. Flew out the last time he was up. Nico, a .333 on base percentage for him as well. So the A's are going to elect to go and have a pinch runner. And they will go to Cameron Parks. So the A's will send Cameron Parks out onto the base paths to run for Green. And we'll see what the A's do defensively in the bottom half of the inning. A's, they lead at 10-0. And after this little pause, we'll go back to work. But he has thrown 31 pitches so far, and he fires that one in for a strike. So out of 32 pitches, 18 have been in for strikes. Austin Lorenz has been spectacular on the mound for your Dodge City A's. Through 4 innings of work, has thrown just 41 pitches, 27 in 4 strikes. Pitch misses low, and that evens a count at 1 to Brown. The 1-1. Brown will send that one through the right side. A's will have runners at first and second now with 2 away.
Stepping next to the plate for Dodge City, this is number 6, the shortstop, Arturo Rankin.
So LaKenzie steps up. Arturo holds a .417 on-base percentage. It's good enough for third on the team behind Parks and Langley. Pitch grounded to the shortstop. The throw to first will be in time, and that will end the inning. So we're headed to the bottom of the 5th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Let's thank our double sponsors, First Dental and Forgone Financial, ITC Great Plains LLC, and I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar LLC. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's Baseball. Well, Austin Lorenz back on the mound for his 5th inning of work as Colton Buttleman steps on. Sends one out into left field on the first pitch he sees, and the Collegians have their leadoff aboard.
Stepping up to the plate next for your Boulder
Brings up Kyler Adams.
22, the catcher, Kyler Adams.
The Collegians trying to complete their 2nd trip through the batting order. Adams, he went down looking his last time up. The pitch. Grounded on the left side again, and that puts runners on at first and second.
And stepping up next, this is number 16.
So back-to-back hits. Boulder's been out hit 7-4 in the ball game. Brings in Jack File. 0 for 1. He grounded out his last time up. 2 on, nobody away for the Collegians as we've worked our way into the bottom of the 5th inning here in Boulder. The pitch misses low from Lorenz. Lorenz fires and misses outside and Files ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch is popped up, taken in the outfield, and that will not allow advancement of the runners, so 1 away. Brings up Britton Fox. Fox, he's 0 for 2. Flew out to center field his last time up. The pitch inside and misses. Grounded to first. Moreno in a foot race, and he'll win it. It moves runners up 90 feet, so runners now at second and third with 2 away.
Number Johnson.
So that brings up Yale Johnson, who took over defensively in the last half inning. First pitch in to him is fired in for a strike. Of course, Johnson was a catcher last night for the Collegians. Two on, 2 away for the Collegians here in the bottom of the 5th. Johnson makes contact and sends that one out into center field, and that'll score a run. So the Collegians are on the board, and the A's lead at 10-1.
Stepping up next to play for the Collegians, this is number 10, Padilla.
So Isaiah Padilla steps up. So pitch misses outside. Runners on the corners for the Collegians with 2 away. They scored their first run here in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch high makes it 2 balls and no strikes to Padilla. The pitch. Lorenz misses inside, and Padilla's ahead 3-0. It's a 4-pitch walk as Lorenz misses outside, and that loads the bases.
Stepping up next to the plate, number 27.
So that'll bring in Alex Martin.
Alex Martin.
First pitch in, misses to Martin. That's going to prompt a mound visit from head coach Jeremiah McCollum. Not sure if the A's had anyone in the bullpen yet. So this appears to be just a settle things down kind of visit. So after the mound visit is broken up, we'll go back to work. It's a 1-0 count to Martin. 2 away with bases loaded, and we'll see if the A's can get out of this jam with just the 1 run scored. So we'll go back to work. Lorenz looking in. He has his sign and comes set. Delivers, and it's fouled and out of play to even the count at 1. The A's are playing their infield deep. The pitch gets through on the left side. 1 run scores. Here comes another. And the A's lead at 10-3 with runners on at first and second now.
Get loud for your Boulder Collegians. Stepping up next to the plate, this is number 3.
So that brings up
shortstop
Skylar Daniel. Daniel, he's 0 for 2. He's struck out both times he's been at the plate. Let's see if maybe we can get the hat trick for the birthday boy today. The pitch, called strike on the outer edge, and Daniel down 0-1. Yeah, one delivery. Bender that misses on the outside edge, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One delivery coming. Swung on and missed, and Daniels down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Looks like the A's might be starting to warm up Nolan Huff. The pitch, a backdoor bender that catches Daniel looking, and that is the hat trick of strikeouts for him in this ball game. We're headed to the top of the 6th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Defensive changes for the Collegians. So left to right in the outfield, it is Jack Field, Britton Fox, and Alex Martin now taking over at right. Third to first across the infield, Yale Johnson, Skylar Daniel, Colton Bedelman, and Riley Hall at first. Zach Hall takes over the mound for the Collegians. So they're on to their 4th pitcher of the ball game as Jade Marino leads off. He's 2 for 3 in the ball game, doubled the last time he was up. Takes a pitch low for ball number 1. So it's the middle of the order due up here this inning for your Dodge City A's. Marino a 167 on base percentage as he takes ball 2. The 2-0 delivery is high. Marino ahead in the count 3-0. Well, we've worked our way into the top of the sixth, and the A's, they've scored in every inning so far. The pitch, it misses high. It's a 4-pitch walk. The A's have their leadoff aboard. That'll bring up Kennedy Drexler, who is 0 for 1. He flew out his last time up.
Kennedy Drexler.
Drexler, a 286 on base percentage this season. He steps in to face off against the new pitcher. Hall, a lefty on the mound, working in the middle of the rubber. The pitch catches the outer part of the zone and has Drexler down 0-1. One pitch. Hall misses high. It's 2-1. Hall fires in high again. 3 balls and 1 strike the count, and Hall in danger of walking another runner. Pitch. It's a line drive up the middle, and that'll put runners on at first and second. So, walk, a hit. Either way, the A's have 2 on and nobody out.
This is number 13, the left fielder, Paxton Huff.
That'll bring up Paxton Huff, who is 0 for 2. Huff flew out the last time he was up. 375 on base percentage for him, and there is work started now down in the bullpen. It looks like the A's do start working with Nolan Huff. So the first pitch in and misses inside for ball 1. 2 on, nobody out for the A's. We've worked our way to the top of the 6th inning. A's lead at 10-3 and have out hit the Collegians 8-6. The pitch. This is inside, and Huff is ahead 2 balls and no strikes. Hall, the 2-0 delivery. Huff sends that one foul to the left. Pitch misses high. 3-1 the count to Paxton Huff. Pitch is swung on and missed. The count runs full, so we'll see the payoff pitch from the lefty. Second lefty of the ball game. Payoff pitch. Makes contact. Sent through the left field side. It was lost in the outfield. Here comes Marino. 1 run will score. Still chasing it down at the fence. Here comes the second run, and it is a stand-up double.
And stepping next for the Dodge City A's, this is number 1, the right fielder, Trace Copper.
So a 2 RBI double for Huff, and the A's lead at 12-3. Brings up Trace Copper. Copper, he's 0 for 2, hit into an error his last time up. One 0 count. Backdoor bender that misses the zone, and Copper's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Hall delivers. Catches the back door of the zone there, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike now. A's with 1 on, nobody out. 2 runs already in the inning. The A's, they've scored in every inning in this ball game. The pitch misses high and outside. It's 3-1. Three-one delivery. Hall looks in. Swung on and missed. And the count runs full. So we'll see another payoff pitch from the lefty. I believe it's the second lefty of the ball game that the A's have seen. Huff dancing around out there at second. The pitch swung on and missed. So Copper will go down on strikes, and that's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Aiden Morehouse. Morehouse is 1 for 2 in the ball game, singled the last time he was up. Has a .250 on-base percentage. The pitch misses low. 12-3 A's here in the top of the 6th. Huff goes. Morehouse pops that one up. Should be playable. And that will send Huff scampering back to second. So the second out of the inning.
And now to the plate for the Dodge City A's.
And that'll bring up Landon Langley as the A's turn the lineup over and start their 5th trip through the batting order. So Langley, he's 1 for 3. He flew out his first time up. Langley, .842 slugging on the season. He'll take a first pitch strike. The pitch catches the outer edge of the zone and has Langley down in the count 0-2. Hall, a long look back at second. The 0-2 pitch misses high. Huff and Hall playing a little cat and mouse game. Huff gets his lead off again. The pitch off the end of the bat. It will go foul and out of play. Count remains 1-2. One-two delivery off the end of the bat. Foul again. Count remains 1-2. 6th pitch of the at-bat coming. So Zach Hall took over at the beginning of this inning and has already thrown 28 pitches. 1-2 delivery again. Waving one off. Has what he wants and will come set. Delivers outside and evens a count at 2. It's Deuces Wild across the top of the scoreboard. Pitch. That one's popped up, giving chase out in right field, and that will end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the sixth. A's lead at 12-3. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. So Riley Hall leading off for the Collegians as we've entered the bottom of the sixth. A's lead at 12-3, and Nolan Huff takes over the mound for the Dodge City A's. Pitch in for a strike and has Hall down 0-1. Hall 0 for 2, grounded out the last time he was up. Huff, 5 1/3 innings pitched so far this season, has allowed 11 runs with an ERA of 16.88. 1-1 count. That one misses low and outside and makes it 2-1. He's also struck out 5 batters. That pitch swung on and missed. It evens a count at 2. This game approaching the 2-hour mark. Huff will fire and miss outside. The count runs full. So we'll see the payoff pitch from Nolan working from the first base side of the rubber. Kicks and fires, and it's swung on. It'll be foul tipped. So we'll do the payoff over again. All natural field here at Scott Carpenter Park. Nolan waved one off, has what he wants, and comes set. Pitch is high and outside, and the Collegians have their leadoff aboard as Hall wins the payoff.
This is number 23, the second
So that'll bring up Biddleman.
Colton Biddleman.
He had a single his last time up. Biddleman makes contact, sends it out into center field, and Drexler there to pull it down for the first out of the inning. Well, you like that. One pitch, one out. One away with one on for the Collegians. And that brings up Kyler Adams. Adams is 1 for 2. Singled the last time he was up. So we'll go to work. Defensively, the A's have not made any changes. Pitch swung on, it goes foul. Adams goes back to work, down in the count, 0-2. The pitch misses outside, yanked across the zone by Huff, and it makes it 1-2. Huff misses inside, and that evens the count. So Nolan pitched on opening night against the Batcats. Went 3 1/3 innings in that ball game as that one misses inside and runs the count full. Back-to-back full counts. Well, no, not back-to-back. Leadoff was back. So he pitched on opening night against the Batcats, went 3 1/3 in that inning, and then pitched on Wednesday as he gets the strikeout there and catches Adams looking for the second time in the ball game. So he pitched 2 innings against the Lumberjacks on Wednesday. Of course, the game that the A's got the win. So that brings up Jack Fiel. He's 0 for 2. Flew out the last time he was up. 1 on, 2 away for the Collegians as pitch misses. So the A's, they dropped opening night to the Batcats 9-1. They beat the Lumberjacks 15-8. Dropped the game the next night to the Angels 6-3, and of course dropped the game last night here at Scott Carpenter 8-4 to these Collegians. Well, we're leading 12-3 here, and Fiel in a 1-1 count. The pitch fouled and back out of play. Fiel now down in the count 1-2. One-two delivery, and the A's would sure love to get out of this one with no damage done after allowing 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Nolan misses outside and evens a count at 2. If he'll take a look over at first. Hall has a lead. The pitch misses outside, and the count runs full again. So another payoff pitch coming. That one's fouled off. It'll go back and out of play. A pitch fouled back into the netting. Fiel remains alive. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming. delivers. It's fouled and goes out of play. 5 foul balls in this at bat for Jack Field. The pitch fouled off again. Tenth pitch of the at bat. Huff looking in, waves off one, waves off another. Has his sign and comes set. The pitch, it goes foul and out of play again. 5 straight fouled off to keep this at bat going, and now an 11th pitch of the at bat. The pitch swung on and missed, and that will end the inning. We're headed to the top of the 7th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back into Scott Carpenter Park, and leading off in the top of the 7th, it is Cameron Parks. Parks came over and took over the DH spot for Glenn Green. He takes a first pitch high for ball 1. This is the first at bat of the ball game for Parks. Came in to pinch run after a slight injury to Green in the last time he was up. He's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Hall delivers inside, and Parks ahead 3-0. Zach Hall back on the mound. This is his second inning of work for the Collegians. He's thrown 33 pitches already in the ball game. 3-0 delivery. Called strike, catches the upper edge of the zone, makes it 3-1. Well, he pitches sent out into left field and pulled down for the first out of the inning.
For the Dodge City A's, this is number 25, the third baseman, Nico Brown.
So for just the second time in the ball game, the A's don't get their leadoff aboard. So Nico Brown steps in. He takes the first pitch he sees, fouls it off. Brown's 1 for 4, singled the last time he was up. pitch. Brown sends it out into left field. It'll fall in for a hit. That is the 10th hit of the ball game for your Dodge City A's.
And after the hit by Brown next to the plate, this is
So that brings up Arturo Blakenze.
Arturo Batenze, the number
He's 1 for 3 in the ball game. Grounded out the last time he was up. A's lead at 12-3. They have 1 on and 1 out here in the top of the 7th. The pitch, Blakenze pops that one up, and it will fall foul and out of play for strike number 1. Well, we've officially eclipsed the 2-hour mark in this ball game. Hall taking a long look over at first, and Arturo will foul that one off and falls down in the count 0-2. The 0-2 delivery coming. Hall misses just a bit outside. Little major league reference. Hall winds and delivers. Back up the middle. He'll throw to second for 1. They go to first to turn the double play, and that will end the inning. We are headed to the bottom of the 7th. It's stretch time in Boulder. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Welcome back into Scott Carpenter Park. The A's lead at 12-3 as we've entered the bottom of the 7th. Let's take this opportunity. We'll thank our single sponsors, John F. Wilkinson, Daniel L. Love, David H. Snap, Robert L. White, United Wireless Communications Incorporated, Best Water of Southwest Kansas, and iDocs of Dodge City. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. Oh, Nolan Huff back on the mound for the Dodge City A's, leading off for the Collegians. They go to a pinch hitter. It'll be Jesse Aguirre. Aguirre played in last night's game against the Dodge City A's. Huff fires and delivers. It's swung on and missed, and Aguirre down in the count 0-1. The 0-1 pitch goes out into left field, and well, the Collegians, they have their leadoff aboard.
And stepping next to the plate after the leadoff hit, this is
So that brings up
number 2.
Yale Johnson. He's 1 for 1. Singled the last time he was up. One on, nobody out for the Collegians. Grounded up the first base line. Marino will take it for one, and he throws it away out into left field, but no advancement of the runner, so just a ground out that moves Aguirre over to second.
And stepping next to the plate after that will be number 10, Isaiah Padilla.
So that brings up Isaiah Padilla. He walked on his last time up. One away with a runner in scoring position now for the Collegians. Huff misses high, and it's a 1-0 count. Huff misses again, and Padilla's ahead 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch catches a zone. It's 2-1 the count to Padilla. Huff misfires, runs it too far inside. That one misses high, and that'll put runners on at first and second now with one away. Alex Martin steps up, 2 for 2 in the ball game, singled both times he's been at the plate. Huff looking in, waves one off, has what he wants. Kicks and fires, and it's down the zone for strike number 1. Grounded to Blakenze. They go to second for one. The throw to first in time. That'll end the ball game. The A's turn the double play, and that will end it. We'll take a step aside. We'll come back with your final game wrap-up as the A's, they win here tonight. We back after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back in for one final time here at Scott Carpenter Park as the A's are victorious 12-3 over the Boulder Collegians and have moved to 1-1 in this series. So it was score early and score often. The theme of the night for your Dodge City A's is they scored in every inning but the 7th. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and 2 in the sixth. 12 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for the Dodge City A's. They strand 7 runners. The Boulder Collegians, they score their 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. 3 runs on 7 hits and 4 errors for the Collegians. They also strand 7. Let's take a look at the scoring summary. As like I said, it was score early and score often. Landon Langley would lead off the ball game. He would get on an error and come around and score on a single from Glenn Green. He would also come around and score as he was driven in by Paxton Huff on a walk. The A's would take the early 2-0 lead. In the second, the A's, they would turn the lineup over as they sent 8 in the first. Landon Langley would hit a single and come around and score. Glenn Green would be walked. And then Nico Brown would drive in the 1 run, would drive in Langley on an RBI ground out. The third inning was favorable for your Dodge City A's as Jaden Marino would lead off with a single, followed by a Kennedy Drexler walk. Paxton Huff gets on an error that loads the bases. Trace Copper steps up, walks in a run, followed by an Aiden Morehouse walk that drove in a run. Landon Langley would drive in a run on a sac fly, as would Glenn Green. That would be the third. The A's would tack on another run in the fourth after Arturo Blakenze would lead off with a walk and come around and score on a Jaden Marino double. Then in the fifth, Trace Copper would lead off. He gets on an error and comes around and scores as he's driven in on a fielder's choice by Glenn Green. Then in the sixth, Jaden Marino leads off again. He walks, followed by a Kennedy Drexler single and an RBI 2-run double by Paxton Huff that drives in the runs. The A's would have a runner aboard after a Nico Brown single in the seventh, but not get a run in, and that would do it. So Austin Lorenz, he will get the win on his birthday here tonight at Scott Carpenter Park. Parker Noah will take the loss for the Collegians. We'll return back to Cavalier Field. Again, we are in action Monday evening as we take on the Liberal BJs. Non-league game scheduled for a 7 p.m. start. So the A's, they win here. I am Justin Hergert, was assisted alongside by Jace Gifford on the live stream. For the entire A's board and organization, we say thank you for following along as the A's win it tonight 12-3 over the Collegians. Say farewell from Scott Carpenter Park. See you Monday. Thank you for following along. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.